just what I'm hearing you say, and if you were to be, could be akin to that. This seems to ferment the trust deficit then.
Yes.
To me, it just makes it worse, because it shouldn't have to be that Davidson has to call his pals in a supermarket to give food, or that because you are able to chat with a PS on WhatsApp, then that's how you're able to get things done, or that you have to pray and hope that today's a good day and perhaps somebody will smile on you and get something done. No, that there's policy there. There are systems. There is a government administration. But that regardless of what political party that you're in, you should be able to plug in. It shouldn't be. So what does it do? And it seems like a very difficult question to be able to answer. But how do you how do you establish faith in people who are saying, okay, either I want to vote or I want to be part of this, whereby Davidson is telling us this morning that if you don't have the connection with somebody, then you might not get anything done.
Well, the truth is that Nairobi County, if we start there, before we even go to Kenya, is not functioning. It's dysfunctional. And it's dysfunctional by design. When I was in my first 1-2 years, I was very, very passionate on the assembly and trying to make things right. In fact, there's a time where I was debating on the floor and saying that we need to have many more officers given payment rights, because right now only one officer can pay the CFO. So if the CFO is not around, no one is paid. Just imagine, they've denied officers' rights. And that's what I'm saying, it's community-based. So to get it to work, firstly, the people you need to elect good people. You can't avoid this. I know our colleague here is saying that it should work automatically. That is in a well-functional system. But where there is dysfunction, first, before you sort it out, you must have good people in office. Because those people now are the ones who make the decisions that, okay, we're going to let these rights be operated as they should, that payment should be structured, first in, first out, etc., and other financing and accounting policies should be put in place, verification, usilipe hewa. You know, it's even easier to pay a hewa where money changes hands, that you can be paid, you should now be paid without giving 10% commission in the Riverside office, which is, that's how things are operating today.
Oh, come on, Davidson.
Oh, my goodness, no. And you, let me tell you, is what's happening. Unajua saa zingine nyinyi mnaona tunapeana hadithi. Si hadithi, ni ukweli. And if you don't believe me, find one supplier who you know has supplied. You put it out on your social media right now. Say, if you have a pending bill in Nairobi County, send us a tweet or a comment on our nini. See how many people comment and ask them why they have not been paid. They'll tell you the reasons. Since we passed that motion, I have guys looking for me who I don't even know. They're like, akiwe ya nani hatujawai pata mtu wa kututetea. Sijui ya guy had a pending bill from 2022. Paka saya jai lipwa, from others from NMS, others from sijui which year. It's a reality. So it's a dysfunctional system. And do you know why? One of my leaders called me aside once, and I was saying this thing, we need to get this payment thing right, because I fought for it for long. I've not begun this fight this year. The last time our World Development Program was paid in Woodley was in 2023, so I've championed. And I'm not the only MCA, by the way. Even those perceived to be friends of the governor, wanaumia labda kuniliko. So, but what I wanted to say is that it is not working by design. City Hall is dysfunctional by design. That's why, because by that dysfunction, there are people benefiting. Choose. For example, you apply for a building permit. You don't get it on time. So you go and ask for help. Unaweza nisaidia kusukuma hii approval ya kubalike. So as you are asking for help, iko mtu anasema mimi naweza kusaidia, nipe hii. That's how a guy had 65 million shillings cash in the house, in a suitcase. And there's a framed picture there like SpiceFM there. God did it. That's how. So in this dysfunction, higher, can you help me pay my pending bill? Yes. Give me 10%. No, you don't want to agree with me, but it's what's happening. It's actually raised even to 20%. For legal fees, it is 50%. Don't you remember Donald Kipkorir, the lawyer, saying the governor's office has demanded a kickback? You remember that tweet?
Yep.
That's one example on public record. And they are if you want me to bring for you people and affidavits, I'm ready to bring any day. That's why I say these things publicly, because